Kahala, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakah, Kadash, and don't want to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, salutation, I am doing his work, in truth and sincerity, in the four corners of the earth. All right, I want to do this quick little transit lesson. Okay, land backing. All right, on what a brother Kassad, at the GMS, all right, Austin camp, all right, posted to our group chat, you know, and it's depressing, man, you know. It's like which in this truth, we don't suffer from depression. Our depression is to a minimum. It's a depression that's in that moment, all right, in that fleeting moment. Because ultimately, these people get stuck in their depression because they ultimately they know, there's no hope. But our hope lies in Yahweh Yahushua, all right. And not as these people say is, oh, I believe in Jesus or sweet Jesus gonna make a way and all this bullshit. You know, we actually know the prophecies, all right. We know what's coming to the planet Earth, all right, and we know about the new kingdom, or the new heavens, all right, the new rulership that's to come. Okay, we're not sitting around, all right, not doing the labor, all right, not watching as Yahweh commanded the porter to watch. We are those porters. All right, waiting for Yahweh to come on that vessel. All right, but that vessel won't be a ship. It's gonna be a ship, but it's gonna be a spaceship. All right, it's gonna be the chariots, man. Okay, so we are commanded to watch. All right, and through that watching, we renew our hope daily. You know, through watching and seeking Yahweh Shah. All right. Those are your faith boosters. Now, see, if your ass sit around, you ain't doing the labor of the Lord, you ain't watching the works in the planet Earth, you're not seeing this devil trying to establish his enterprise. Yeah, of course you're gonna say, "Oh man, the Lord ain't coming." Oh, you're gonna be down in the dumps, you know, or you're gonna try to appease the flesh, okay, with worldly things. You're gonna become blind to this truth because you're so caught up in your pleasures, you know. And that shit can happen. You've been in the truth, for so long. When you pass like that 5-year threshold, 6-year threshold, you know, all right, you start getting involved in too much different shit. That's when you gotta have that reality check. That's when the Most High has some shit happen in your life that'll make you snap into it, man. Because we all in the flesh, man. We're not freaking perfect, man. If we was perfect, we wouldn't need Yahweh. We need the Savior, man. We need Yahweh Shah. Okay, because if it was just depending on this flesh, we'll be done. We're through. This body already through. You know, shit. All you can do with this body is limp your way to fucking work. Try to get as much sleep as you can and eat some fruits and vegetables. And try to stay away from the bullshit. And maybe you could drag this motherfucker across the finish and across the finish line, man. Okay. And by finish line, I don't mean living forever. Okay, I don't mean fucking living to 300, 400 years old. No. All right. Shit, I'm talking about just to get past, 60, That's a feat, especially for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Let's say freaky photos of black bubbled deer go viral after fears of zombie rabbits, squirrels spread, man. Okay. So let's say nightmarish photos of deer growing mutant like black bubbles are now spreading like wildfire on social media soon after sightings of growth ravaged squirrels and rabbits across the U.S. sparked fears of disease outbreaks. The slew of images popping up online show various deer roaming through backyards in the wilderness while covered head to toe in huge boil-like warts. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You know, the one that the brother posted, it wasn't even this bad. But I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't, on the deer's face. You know, well, you're supposed to put this to death, which also shows that it's a wicked ass society. You know, you're supposed to put this to death, man. As soon as you see it, you're supposed to call a man, all right, the authorities, all right, to just, I mean, put this thing out of his misery, man. You know, and this type of shit happens to these animals, all right, because of Esau, man. All right, his treatment of the land, man. His greed, his pollution in the planet Earth. All right, he's supposed to take that animal out of his misery because the animal didn't do anything to receive that uh situation, man. Because the animals are righteous; they only do what the Most High programmed them to do. The only time these animals deviate from the programming that the Most High put them under is when Esau gets involved, man, or man gets involved. Because it ain't just Esau. Ham be popping animals and shit. Elam going up in the calf ass and shit. You know, drinking his urine. Bugging these animals out, man. Putting them, building them, not building them, but placing them in these cages. In these zoos and all this shit. Putting them in labs. The lab rat. Yeah, man. The lab rat. Hey, man, listen to me, man. Okay. This is the type of wisdom that the Most High imparted to his men, man. And the things that we're saying are they not bugged out. It makes sense. Okay, it makes hella sense. And that's why the scriptures say that, when the heathen nations will see the laws and statutes that the Most High has, set up for Israel, they'll say, surely this is a wise and understanding people, man. Okay, the lab rat is gonna rejoice. All right, when Jake is in rulership. How about that? The dog that's in the fucking pound, about to get euthanized. The lion that's in a cage. The gorilla that's in a damn zookeeper cage. The whale that gets tagged, with a damn RFID chip on his ear by Esau. Oh, what about them Bengals, that Trump ran on. He ran on that shit, because it was such a gruesome thing, Dr. Fuck you over. He was doing strange tests on beagles, putting fucking flesh eating flies on them, man, while they was freaking alive. Putting a box around their head with a bunch of flesh eating flies on damn beagles, man. And that's what Esau wanted you to see, to play this left right paradigm political game. So imagine the shit that he's doing, behind the scenes, man. So yeah, all of the land, all right, will rejoice when Israel is put back in rulership, man. I don't give a fuck about what you fucking Edomites is talking about. High IQ. This your fucking high IQ. Okay? This is your fucking civilization started with the Greeks. Okay? I ain't seeing this in Ham land. All right? I ain't seeing this in Indonesia. Okay? This is right here in fucking Babylon, man. And you got freaking brothers that play video games, you see shit like this in the damn video games. Mutant animals, radioactive animals and shit. Yeah, it's in your everyday life, man. All right, but these people want to stay in fucking Babylon, man. Want to form a career and all this fucking bullshit, man. Tired of seeing this shit, seeing this damn wickedness, man. We're ready to get the hell out of here. This is a literal hellhole. This Isaiah chapter 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And that's what this devil has done, man. He's defiled the land. All right, by not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Not keeping the land Sabbaths. Okay? The scriptures say that a man regardeth the life of his beast. Okay, we know that the animals that you are allowed to eat are right according to the law, but during their time of living, you ain't supposed to be fucking torturing them, all right, malnourishing them, pumping them with fucking steroids and shit, you know. And even in the way you kill them, it's supposed to be holy and respectful, you know. But this devil is always doing some backward shit, man. And you heathen nations, you know. But Esau, you number one for just being a fucking devil, man. You know, especially when the cruelty when it comes to these animals, man. Okay, but that's all I had. You know, I pray this lesson was edifying and shalom.